Budgeting, your roadmap to reaching your goals. Have you ever made a list of what you plan to buy at the store and check before leaving the house if you have roughly enough money in your wallet? Yes. You were making a budget without knowing it. A budget is just an estimate of your spending. Things you spend money on are called your expenses. Having a plan to make your dreams come true is important. A budget is one of the most important elements of your plan. Without budgeting, we tend to have unrealistic goals and might not save enough to achieve them. Make a budget for any goals you have. For any project or goal, you need to know how much money it will cost and how you will get the money. We advise you to budget even for simple goals like a birthday party. This way, you can plan and set money aside to pay for it when the time comes, without borrowing money. Making a budget. Step 1. Start by determining how much you can spend for each category in your budget. For example, your goal is to organize a birthday picnic party. Your budget is $50 that you will take from your entertainment envelope. To make your budget for this event, draw lines to make 4 columns, on a piece of paper or in a notebook. Write the following headings for your columns. Column 1, write category. Column 2, write details. Column 3, write budget. And for column 4, write real cost. Now fill in the columns. In the first column under category, write down the types of expenses you expect to have for your picnic. For example, food, drinks, and decorations. In the second column, details, write down the details of each expense. For example, next to a food, you write down that it will be a picnic for 10 people, with homemade food that you make for $20, and a cake that you buy for $10. Next to drinks, you might write drinks for 10 people. Next to decorations, write down details of the decorations, for example, homemade decorations and balloons. The next column to fill in is the budget column. In this column, write down the amount of money you plan to spend on each category. For food, you plan to buy $20 worth of ingredients for homemade food, and spend $10 on buying a cake. So your budget for food at the picnic is $30. For the drinks category, you plan to spend $10 on drinks, so write this in your budget column. For decorations, you plan to spend $10, write this down in the budget column. At the bottom of your columns, write total. Add up all the money listed under budget and write the total amount you plan to spend. The total budget for this picnic is $50. Make sure your total is not more than the amount you plan to spend. Step 2. Track your expenses and make sure you don't overspend. In the fourth column, you write down the real costs. For example, for food, you spend $20 on ingredients for food, but your friend buys a cake, so now you don't need to buy one. For drinks, you spend $10 as planned. For decorations, you added candles to the homemade decorations and balloons. This meant you spent an extra $5 on the decorations. So in the real cost column, write down $15. Now calculate the total real cost of your party. $20 plus $10 plus $15 is a total of $45. You have saved $5. Remember to use your calculator to add up your total budget and total real cost.